Hello and welcome back to the Bright Light Wellness YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to chat with you today about another fun topic. No, today, really seriously, I am. I want to talk with you today about the benefits of cholesterol because I feel like it's so demonized and we're like, oh, we hear the word cholesterol, we're like, ooh, this is a bad thing. I'm afraid of cholesterol. And I want to just reframe your whole opinion about cholesterol right here and right now. So I am excited to chat with you about this. So I hope you are too. So, first of all, cholesterol is not bad. It's actually not the villain that it's made out to be. It's actually really important molecule for our body. Um, this is a big untruth that I had to do some relearning on because it's very vilified by the medical community. First of all, big pharmaceutical companies make big bucks on these statin drugs, which are actually very harmful to your health because your body needs adequate cholesterol. So if you are taking one of these, unfortunately, what happens as a side effect often is that you can get more likely to get Alzheimer's, dementia, hormone imbalances, increasing chronic pain. Okay, all of these things. Okay, sorry if you hear the plane that's going by or a helicopter. My goodness. Anyway, statins are very suppressive. They damage your mitochondria health. So a long-term use of these is going to have negative side effects. The medical industry, what they've done is they continue to lower the bar on cholesterol numbers, but heart disease continues to rise. So we are having more people take statins. We are lowering cholesterol, right? Like, okay, we used to be that 300 was okay. Now, if then 200, then it was 100, right? So we're lowering the bar on cholesterol. We're giving people statins, but chronic disease, especially heart disease, continues to rise. So obviously, we have not fixed the problem. Of course, it's many things from processed foods, processed foods that we're eating, all of the seed oils, poor redox. I have a video on redox. If you don't understand that word, go and check that word out. High toxic burdens, all of this is at the root of it. And then a lot of, suppression to our system, and then lack of exclusion zone water. I have many videos on that, but exclusion zone water actually has a barrier, creates a barrier around all hydrophilic surfaces, which your arteries are. So it won't allow these big proteins to get in if you have enough exclusion zone water. So yeah, that's another one of those. So, but humans have been eating things like butter, eggs, and meat forever. And, now cholesterol and heart disease are on the rise. Obviously, it's not the ancient foods. It's obviously our modern lifestyle that is causing this issue, right? We have to look to the environment. What is in the environment that is causing this issue? Now, cholesterol is one of the most critical chemicals needed in the body. Okay. We make all steroid hormones from LDL cholesterol and sunlight. So that's including your vitamin D, okay, in the mitochondria making progesterone, which then converts to all the other downstream hormones. Okay. Light and cholesterol are how we make steroid hormones. So we really need to make sure that we have adequate cholesterol and we also have adequate sunlight exposure on our skin. Think of what the mainstream is telling you to do. It's telling you to wear your sunglasses, your sunscreen, and to take a statin. But if you want to have healthy hormone health, you actually need to have enough cholesterol in your system and you need to have adequate sunlight on your skin, because when we're in sunlight, what happens is the sunlight strikes your skin and it takes this cholesterol molecule and it sulfates it, okay? And what it does is it then turns that into vitamin D, and then this sulfating process touches all the proteins in your body, so it runs through your whole body. Okay, so it's much different than taking a vitamin D supplement. We need to be making our own vitamin D through cholesterol sulfation process and through sunlight hitting the skin. Okay, I have a video on vitamin D. You can check that one out too. Okay, so here are some of the things that cholesterol is responsible for. Okay, it repairs injuries. Okay, it repairs injuries. One of the things that happened to me when I was on a low-fat diet, which I did for a few years, I was chronically injured And I could never repair the injuries. Like I would just stay, like the injuries would just keep resurfacing and resurfacing and resurfacing, whether it was plantar fasciitis or hips or knees, or I had these 3 herniated discs in my neck. I didn't have cholesterol to help me repair. Okay. So we need cholesterol. It's really important. I was never on a statin, but my cholesterol numbers were not high. You're not gonna, you'll probably be surprised at what I'm gonna say here is I like to see my clients LDL cholesterol above 200. In fact, when your LDL is above 200, it protects you from getting cancer. Okay. So I like to see LDL numbers on the higher range. And then I like to see HDLs around 100. And again, I don't think there's any good or bad cholesterol. It's just what is. Cholesterol is just transporting things throughout the body. That's what it does. So yeah. And, I don't think I'm not really concerned about when I see higher cholesterols from my clients. Okay. So it repairs injuries. It actually repairs arterial plaque. And this is why cholesterol has gotten the bad rap it's got. Because, well, number one, there was this whole Ansel Keys thing, where he really made up the studies and he skewed the studies to show the data that he wanted to show. So making it show that, butter and lard and all these health foods and meat and eggs were bad for you, when really that wasn't the case. So he definitely skewed the research. If you want to read a great book on it, it's called The Great Cholesterol Myths. You can check that book out if you want to understand more. But cholesterol actually helps clear arterial plaque. So what happens is when you have a lot of plaque building up in your artery, cholesterol comes in like the electron donor, like the firefighter trying to put out the fire, and then it gets blamed for starting the fire, even though it didn't. It's just trying to help repair the damage that's being done. Okay, so it's not the cholesterol's fault. Okay, again, cholesterol makes, is imperative for us to make vitamin D from sunlight, and without enough vitamin D, that if you don't have enough vitamin D, it increases your all-cause mortality rate in every chronic disease there is. So you want to have enough vitamin D, obviously. It also helps us make bile. It also helps us absorb minerals. Okay. So we need it to absorb our minerals, which are like the spark plug to our cells. It waterproofs the cells. It is an antioxidant. So it's an electron donor. An antioxidant means it reduces inflammation. Yes, cholesterol reduces inflammation. How about that? That's, again, why it's trying to help clear out the arterial plaque. It helps us make more serotonin, which is the happy hormone in the brain. 1/2 of the brain is cholesterol, and the brain needs cholesterol to rebuild. So most of your brain is cholesterol. And if you don't have enough cholesterol, you will not have a healthy functioning brain. You're going to struggle with things like brain fog, and then, other, like, if you're trying to heal anything that's wrong in the brain, you definitely need more cholesterol. But again, you're also going to struggle with things later on in life, like Alzheimer's, dementia, ALS, Parkinson's, all of these things if you don't have enough cholesterol. It helps us make our adrenal hormones that can control blood sugar. So if you're struggling with adrenal fatigue or blood sugar dysregulation, you need adequate cholesterol. Even if you're not struggling with it, you need adequate cholesterol. It helps control allergies. And again, all sex hormones are made from testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. All these sex hormones are made from pregnenolone, which is our master hormone, but they start from the synthesis of cholesterol. So you don't have cholesterol, you're not going to have hormones. I always say without sunlight and cholesterol, we don't really exist here on the planet, because you can't make hormones and you can't reproduce. Okay. It makes adrenaline so you can better handle stress. So you're going to have better stress resilience. And it's also necessary for having a healthy nervous system, which is in your brain. Okay. So cholesterol is a pretty vital molecule. And I think that continuing to lower the bar and lower the amount that we're having in our body is a problem. And I think, cholesterol, our body, if we don't have enough cholesterol, what it does is it makes more in the liver. Okay. It'll make more whenever you're fighting infection or disease. Your body will make more cholesterol because it's an electron donor, because it's trying to heal and repair. Okay. So if the body makes more of it when it needs it, think about how vitally important that molecule is to our body, right? It's so important. So I really think we have this whole story backwards and misconstrued. And then, like I said to you before, people who have LDL cholesterols that are lower than 200 are at a higher risk for cancer. This says something, this correlation. We're not paying attention to these things, right? This is important. All right. I hope that this helps you reframe your thinking about cholesterol and what it actually does in the body, and realize how important it is, and maybe that we need this vital element in our body. Now, I want to talk to you about exclusion zone water for a minute, because exclusion zone water is how you protect yourself from arterial plaque, because arterial plaque is a real thing. And if we are getting these cholesterol molecules in there that are trying to help, put out the fire, and they do get stuck in there, then you can have problems, right, in your arteries. So what you want to be doing is building your exclusion zone water, because exclusion zone, this is where your focus needs to be, not on lowering cholesterol, but building exclusion zone water, because exclusion zone water creates a barrier. Okay. Acts as a battery and a barrier. Exclusion zone water is this gel-like crystalline substance that lines all the hydrophilic surfaces in your body. Those are called water-loving surfaces. So it attaches to and lines water-loving surfaces, which are arteries. Okay. So what it will do is it will create this barrier on the artery that won't allow anything to penetrate, including cholesterol. Okay. So you won't get these big molecules in there if you have enough exclusion zone water. Okay, this is found out through Gerald Pollack's lab. It's called the fourth phase of water, and many others, but it is this crystalline, like I said, gel-like substance, and it's this water that lives in our body that's in a gel. It surrounds all of our cells and protects your cells from toxins from entering. A great reference or a great read, if you want to understand this more, is Dr. Stephen Hussey's Understanding the Heart book. Okay. And he explains all about the exclusion zone water and how it really protects the heart and protects the arteries from arterial plaque. Okay, so focus on building exclusion zone water. I have a couple episodes on exclusion zone water on my YouTube channel, so just scroll down. I know I have some on my podcast, The Quantum Health Connection. So check all those out, and you can learn more about how to build this water in your body. But I'll tell you what, the few main ways that you build it is by being in nature the way we intended to be. Nature intends us to be in nature, right? So if you're outside earthing, you're putting your bare feet to the ground, you're going to help build your exclusion zone water, your bare hands, your bare body. If you are in sunlight, infrared light will charge this exclusion zone water and help your body make more and support the mitochondria. Sauna therapy, infrared particularly, red light therapy, sitting in front of a fireplace, all of this, cold therapy, all of these things can help build your exclusion zone water and improve your mitochondria function. Then you have to stay away from things that are going to destroy your exclusion zone water, which are suppressive therapies, antibiotics, medications, statins, jabs. All of those things are going to destroy your exclusion zone water and lessen that and destroy your mitochondria function. There are certain toxins in medications and jabs that actually destroy exclusion zone water. Dr. Hussey also has found this out. Some sort of ethanol, I can't remember, polyethanol or something like that. But there are other ones as well, as glyphosate, fluoride, other toxins that destroy exclusion zone water, deuterium. So there are lots of things that can harm it, okay? Lack of sunlight, lack of infrared, non-native EMFs and artificial light also destroy our exclusion zone water, and poor circadian rhythms. Okay, and you can learn all more about this on my channel. I speak a lot about these things on my channel, so you can learn more there. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. I hope it gives you a new perspective on cholesterol, the importance of it, and why we need it in our bodies and what it actually does for our health and our healing. So hope this is helpful. Have an awesome day. If you have any questions, ask me them below. I'm open to them. You can send me an email at contact@brightlightwellnesscoach.com. And if you're ready to work with me to improve your health with homeopathy or circadian quantum biology, lifestyle practices and principles, I'm here for you. I have one-to-one coaching coming up. I have one-to-one coaching available, one client currently. I have personalized healthcare plans that I write. I have some ebooks you can check out, and I also have group coaching coming up. So I hope that you're ready to improve your health. And if you are, I'm here to support you. Have an awesome day, and I will chat with you guys again soon.